So I lied to you. I told you that you had to keep your back foot down when you were punching, and it's not true. There's exceptions. I'm going to talk about what the exception is. I'm going to talk about what is not an exception and show you actually a punch you can do with your back foot like completely in the air. Basically, to catch you up, what I was talking about is not doing this, not overcommitting and leaning all your weight on your front foot and having your back foot really light like this. What a lot of people thought I said, though it's never in the videos, that I was saying that you had to stay flat-footed. And they said, hey, he's doing the thing he told us not to do, because they saw my foot, my heel turning up like this. That's not what I ever was saying. Yes, you can pick your heel up, but you have to have your back foot down. Everyone pointed out examples like, but what about Conor McGregor? That's an easy one. You're not Conor McGregor. When you see guys at the highest level doing shit that's like not technically correct, that doesn't mean that you should try to emulate that. But I'm going to break the rules right now. We're going to pick our back foot up off the ground. And the main punch that I do that during is during the lead uppercut. You throw a lead uppercut, the back foot can come all the way off the ground. And people think that's crazy and it looks stupid. All right? There's no way that your back foot should do that. That can't be right. You're telling me to make impact with my foot in the air. And a lot of people might know that you can let your foot turn on like a check hook like that, but even then your foot should sort of land at the moment of impact. The power from the lead uppercut comes from the lead leg. This hip right here, that's what generates the power. This foot, try it, just throw it, stand up and throw one in the air. Throw an uppercut like this, and pick this foot up. As long as you're balanced, I'm not talking about leaning forward, we stay right on top of that leg. This is the leg that causes that power. So if all the power for this punch comes from that leg, we can lift this one. But the question would be like, well, why would you want to lift this one? It's to change that angle. We want to pull our head offline. Now, yeah, the people say, what about you'll run into this hook? Or if you do it this way, you'll run into that hook. Like, yeah, like if you leave your house, you might get run over by a car. So I guess don't leave your house. Don't get in fights and you won't get punched. You don't want to leave your head right in the middle. If I just throw this uppercut here, and then follow up with that with my head right here, it's easier to keep track of. If I throw this lead uppercut like this, I could throw that like that, and my head has been pulled offline. Same thing here. There's no hard and fast rule about which foot goes where when. You want your feet up under you. You want to be balanced. You want to be able to defend and attack at more times than they can defend and attack. I'll show you one little piece of footwork that'll kind of help this make sense. If we step like this, I'm sort of out of position. I can't quite throw this right hand because my hips are closed off. I need to let this foot open up. From the front, it looks like this. I throw the uppercut. I let this foot move. It pulls me off center a little bit, but I'm out of position. All I'm going to do is lift this foot and let it fall into place, and that opens me up to throw the cross and keeps me in balance. The footwork kind of looks like another thing that you're not supposed to do, which is walk like this. You know, we spend a lot of time trying to get beginners to go this way and to go this way, and this is a habit that we try to break them of doing. Here I am telling you to do it. The point I'm making is that the rules exist for a reason. And a lot of people took issue with me saying keep your back foot down because from a boxing standpoint, a lot of times they'll have their weight on their front foot. If you just watch professionals at the highest level, you'll see all kinds of shit that you're not supposed to do. You'll see guys winning world championships with punches that look like this. That doesn't mean you should do it. If you showed footage of Muhammad Ali to a guy that didn't know who Muhammad Ali was, you'd be like, what is that guy doing? That's not the right thing to do. Just because you see it on TV doesn't mean that's how you should practice. You want to have good fundamentals. Generally, if a person needs help from videos on YouTube, their problem is not that, oh, they need to get heavy on their front leg so they can, do all the things that boxers do when they are heavy on their front leg. Generally, the problem is that they're reaching like this and they need to bring their hips up under them so they can actually throw their strikes. This lead uppercut from this peel out can be a lot of different things. You could do it up close, you're stepping in, you're getting in here, changing that angle while you're really close. You could do it from far away as like a counter strike. You go boom, boom, bing, bish, from far away like that, using this front hip and leg. This is where the power comes from. It's this leg. It's one of the only punches like that. You nerds that like vertical fist, this one actually is really good. If you like a vertical fist punch, bing, bing, bing. You can get a lot of power. A lot of people don't take it too seriously, but even in boxing gloves, especially in boxing gloves, once they get sweaty and people are covering up like this, it'll slice, you know, right through somebody's guard. And you pull your head offline at the same time. So here's the combo to practice to kind of reinforce everything that we talked about. We're gonna go jab, cross, step, and either post, punch, parry, trap, whatever you want to do with this hand. We change the angle. We're going to lift this leg, throw the lead uppercut, step out for the cross. Reset in the southpaw, jab, cross, step over, lead uppercut, open up for the cross. Reset back into orthodox. And look what this does. I can keep punching even if my feet get messed up, even if my position gets messed up. Boom, boom, boom. So, you can pick your back foot up off the ground. So I'm full of shit when I say never do this. Because sometimes you do that. You do that. I always liken it to, you know, dissonant notes. Dun, 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 dun. You know, and bang, bang is not a note that goes in there. But if you listen to like some metal, and they go dun, 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 bang, 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 dun, 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 dun. But them guys know how to play a real scale. So for professionals at the highest level, they're playing by different rules. Generally, when you do videos on YouTube, you're doing them from the perspective of helping beginners avoid common mistakes that beginners make. You look like a clown down in the comments when you start using Mike Tyson or Conor McGregor or Muhammad Ali to justify why you are making fundamental errors. Bang, bang.